I.S.U.P.K.
That's what our people need to understand. God is a black man. Jesus Christ is a black man. The God of this Bible is a black man. The disciples are black men. Everybody in this Bible is black, you understand? Color is in the Bible. They don't teach us that in the Christian church, man. Christians don't want you to learn that Jesus Christ is a black man because the Christian preacher does not want black people to find out that they are great, man. That we are God's chosen people. That the Lord love us, man. The Christian preachers in every church that you go to, they want black people to worship our slave master. They want black people to love Donald Trump, to love America, to love the Senate, to pledge allegiance to the flag, but they don't want black people to love a black God. They don't want black people to love a black Jesus Christ. Our entire life we've been taught that Jesus Christ was this white man here on this picture. Our entire life we've been taught that this was Jesus, when in reality this is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. This is the devil that the Bible speaks of. The word devil means deceiver, man. The Romans put this picture up during the Renaissance period. They painted the true image of Jesus Christ. They painted him out to be a Caucasian man. Take me to Daniel chapter 10:5, man. They lie on the Bible. The Christian church makes black people worship the white man to the point that black people want to be drug dealers just like the mafia, want to be a murderer just like Al Capone, just like John Gotti, just like all them famous murderers in the Italian mafia. That's what our people idolize, and it's the fault of the Christian church, man. Our brothers and sisters want to be a drug dealer like Scarface because the Christian preacher does not teach our people that Jesus Christ is a black man. Black men in the ghettos of Hampton and Newport News and Norfolk and Richmond and Chesapeake murder each other because the Christian church fails to teach our people that Jesus Christ is a black man, and the laws of black people matter in the earth. They only teach us to love our slave master. They only teach us to love our oppressor, man. To love this American society, man, of being a homosexual and a lesbian and a child molester. That's what the Christian church teaches, man. That's what the Christian church teaches. Read that, brother.
The book of Daniel, chapter 10, verse 5. Then I lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold.
This is a vision right here. A vision that's being taught in the Bible, man. This is a vision, you understand? The Lord wants us to hear about the Bible. The Christian preacher does not want you to learn that Jesus Christ is a black man. Because if you learn Jesus Christ was a black man, you'd start to love black people. Black women would stop aborting black babies. Stop throwing black fathers out of the house. So your daughter wouldn't be molested by the preacher that comes all nice and smooth, want to shake your hand, want to talk to you. You understand? Want to be a youth pastor. Where the hell is youth pastor at in the Bible? Why the hell does he need to talk to your kids apart from his parents? I'll tell you why. Because Eddie Long want to have sex with your children. That's why there's a youth pastor. Because Eddie Long and the Pope want to have sex with children. That's why they have youth pastors and youth church. Nowhere in the Bible does it say anything about a damn youth pastor or a youth retreat so some pedophile can take your children in the woods without your parents being around. That's what the Christian church teaches. That's That's why black people grow up and smoke crack and shoot heroin and smoke weed and pop Percocets from being molested as a child, because we have been raised to be Christians. And the Christian church is the house of the child molester. It breeds child molesters. That's how R. Kelly became a child molester, because he was molested as a child. That's how our brothers and sisters end up on drugs, being molested as a child. That's how Prince ended up on drugs. You ever heard that song, When Doves Cry? Prince was molested as a child. That's why Richard Pryor started smoking crack and snorting coke, because he was molested as a child. That's why Chris Brown started snorting coke, because he was molested as a child. That's why Whitney Houston started snorting coke, because she was molested as a child. That's why Bobby Brown started smoking crack, because he was molested as a child. Guess what, black man? That's why you smoking weed right now. That's why our people popping Percocets, popping Xanax, popping Mollies, smoking weed, getting high, trying to forget that abuse that happened to our people. And the Christian church never teaches our people how to fix the problems in our community, because they are the cause of all the problems in our community. And the first step is learning that Jesus Christ is a black man. Keep reading.
A certain man clothed in linen.
Certain man clothed in linen. This is talking about Christ. Christ has a linen garment on. Read on.
Whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz.
Jesus Christ had on a golden war belt, just like you see boxers and fighters have a championship belt around their waist. Jesus Christ had a golden belt around his waist. Read on.
Verse 6, his body was like the beryl.
And the garment Jesus Christ wore a green garment, man. Not no Roman toga, not a bathrobe like you see in this picture here. Jesus Christ was a warrior. Jesus Christ wasn't Donald Trump. He wasn't this beach boy. Jesus Christ was a black man, a Negro, straight out the projects. Read on.
And his face as the appearance of lightning.
What did Jesus look like?
His face as the appearance of lightning.
It made you want to give him a hug and kiss and sing a song. What did it say?
His face as the appearance of lightning.
Jesus Christ's face was hard. It looked like lightning. You ever seen lightning bolt shoot out the sky? And what do you do when you see a lightning? You in fear for your life. People panic. The cat jump. The kids jump. People scream. The thunder come right behind that. That's how Jesus Christ looked. Not this man right here. Read on.
And his eyes as lamps of fire.
Jesus Christ's eyes as lamps of fire, meaning the whites of his eyes were red, because Jesus Christ liked to drink wine. He liked to drink strong drink, you understand? That's our custom in the Bible. The Christian church tell you that you wrong for drinking alcohol. However, they never say you wrong for being a child molester. They don't ever say you wrong for having sex with somebody else's woman. They don't never say you wrong for murdering black babies with abortions. They don't have nothing to say about that.
That's right.
But they're against our culture in the Bible, because they despise black people. That's why they never told you Jesus Christ was a black man. Keep reading.
And his arms and his feet like in color.
Like in what?
Like in color.
I thought color wasn't in the Bible, brother.
Like in color.
Jesus Christ was a what?
Like in color.
Who are the colored people? Read on.
Like in color to polished brass.
Polished brass. What color is brass? I know y'all been to school. You've been to kindergarten. Take a penny out of your pocket. Copper is a derivative of bronze.
That's right.
Brass. If you take a penny out of your pocket, what color would that penny be? It'll be brown. The Bible telling you Jesus Christ was the same color as bronze. Jesus Christ was a black man.
That's right.
Who is this white man they've been telling our people to love and look at as Jesus Christ? Who is this man? This man is Caesar Borgia. He's the second son of Pope Alexander VI of Rome. He was a notorious murderer. Come from an Italian crime family known as the Borgias. HBO did a 6-series special on this murderous crime family. He had sex with his sister, Lucrezia Borgia. He murdered his father, Rodrigo Borgia. He posed for the picture of Jesus Christ during the Renaissance. He was the homosexual lover of Leonardo da Vinci. That's who this man is.
That's right.
This is who you praying to while police murder us. This is not God. This is not Jesus Christ. This is who all the murderers and the drug dealers pray to. This is who all the drug cartels pray to. This is who all the child molesters pray to. This is who all the murderers pray to. This is who our slave master that murders unarmed black men in the street, like in Fort Worth and in Dallas, Texas. This is who they pray to. This is the image of the beast that the Bible talks about. This is the image here that we've been taught to look at as this represents God. And the whole time we've been looking at this image, we done destroyed ourselves.
That's right.
We done shaved our beard off to look like a damn child, ripping holes in our face. We done shaved our hair off, getting damn sick. Study come out 15 years later telling you now that the beard actually helps with your health. That it increases your health having a beard on your face. Listening to our slave master telling us to shave our face to look like a damn child, look like a toddler, like he want to look. That's an Egyptian custom. That's not a custom of our people, man. This has destroyed our people. This is what's in the mind of every black man who murders another black man. That's this picture. That's this picture. This is who grandma praying to. When they go and tell grandma that Eddie Long touched him, grandma turned to this picture and she ignored it and blamed the child. That's what this picture does to our people. Any more on that?
Go ahead, tell me.
And the voice of his words, like the voice of a multitude.
And when you heard Jesus Christ speak, it sounded like you were listening to a group of people.
That's right.
Why? Because he was a black man. And black people talk very loud.
That's right.
That's who Jesus Christ was.
That's right.
You know that. You understand? Drop that, brother. Take me to Daniel chapter 7 and verse 9. We're going to learn about color in the Bible. They don't teach our people that the Bible is the records of black people.
That's right.
You understand? That star, Lupita Nyong'o, that came from Nigeria, Ghana, that African woman in the Black Panther movie, she said she never knew that she belonged to a race called black until she got to America. Do you know why? Black man, you know why? That the African woman that's in Hollywood never knew that she belonged to a race called black till she came to America? Because Africans are not our people.
That's right.
Black man, you not an African. You was never an African. The Africans hunted us and killed us and sold us into slavery to the Arabs and the white man. We were never those people. They couldn't stand us when we were in Africa, and they can't stand you now in America. Everybody knows it. Only reason they're around our people is because they got dark skin, and before you know it, they'll be the manager and you'll be fired. They'll be in charge on the job, and next thing you know, it'll be no more black women at Popeyes. No more black women at McDonald's. It'll be all Africans, and then your sons and daughters won't be able to get a job. You understand? Read that.
The book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down.
This is the prophet Daniel. He getting a vision. He looking at all the world governments coming forward. All of the world empires, you understand? He looking at ancient Egypt and Rome and Assyria. All of the world empires falling. Read on.
And the Ancient of Days did sit.
And the Ancient of Days. Who is the Ancient of Days? This is talking about God. Who created the day? Who is the one that's older than the day? God, who created daytime, man. God is sitting. Read on.
Whose garment was white as snow.
God is sitting in heaven. He got a garment on. He not a naked white man floating on a cloud. He's sitting, meaning he got a body. And he got a garment on. He ain't naked somewhere. Like them Roman pictures, you done been taught to think about God your whole life listening to the preachers. Keep going.
And the hair of his head.
And the hair on God's head, pay attention, black man. God has hair on his head. What does God's hair look like?
Like the pure wool.
Like what?
The pure wool.
Like a German Shepherd.
The pure wool.
Like a golden retriever.
The pure wool.
What is wool, man? Wool is an afro. The Bible said God sitting in heaven with an afro on his head.
That's right.
What white man do you know has an afro?
Next thing I know,
The Bible ain't talking about our slave master. This Bible talking about black people. Keep going.
His throne was like the fiery flame.
You understand? The chair, the throne that God sat on, it was like fire. You understand? Imagine you sitting down in a chair that's made of fire. You understand? That's how bad God is in the Bible. That's right, sister. God is a black man with an afro sitting in a chair that's made of pure fire. You understand? Read on.
And his wheels as burning fire.
His what?
His wheels as burning fire.
Why does God's chair have wheels on it? Who here knows? Why would God need to put wheels on his chair? Is God handicapped? Is God in a wheelchair? Is God in a hover scooter? Why would it tell you that God's chair has wheels on it? You know why? Black man, when you get your ride, what do you do to your car? What do you do to the wheels on your car, black man? When you want your car to look nice, what do you do to the wheels on your car? Don't you put some rims on your car? Don't you shine your rims up? Put some gold, put some spokes, put some Daytons on your wheels? That's why it's telling you that God's sitting in heaven with rims on his car, on his chair. And the wheels is made of fire, you understand? This is where you get your flavor from, black man. God in the Bible is never a white man. That was a lie that they taught us. It's a lie. Keep reading.
Verse 10. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him.
And fire was shooting out of his shield, man. Fire coming from the chair. He's sitting in heaven in a throne made of fire with fire coming from his chair, man. That's a black man.
That's right.
You understand? Give me Job chapter 30, verse 30. The Bible is talking about black people. Imagine how many lives of black people could have been saved if they prayed to a black image instead of our slave master's image. Imagine if they prayed and thought about God and they didn't think about Christopher Columbus, who was a murderer.
That's right.
And they didn't look up to George Washington, who was a murderer. And they didn't look up to Al Capone, who was a murderer. Or Scarface, who was a murderer. Or Andrew Jackson, who was a murderer. Or Benjamin Franklin, who was a murderer. Imagine if they look up to a black man. Imagine if your daughters looked at the Bible and found out that she was God's chosen people and they actually started to love each other. Imagine if you went home to the ghetto and it wasn't black men in the street shooting each other, they was out there helping each other. Instead of brothers talking trash about another brother being poor, all the brothers got together and bought him some shoes and a coat because you my brother, I need to make sure you taken care of. You my sister, I need to make sure that you taken care of. Instead of us talking about how poor you are, let us help you. Let us get your hair done. Let us get you some shoes. Let us dress you up right. Let us actually give a damn about your life. But our people don't do that because we only love the white man. And it's the fault of the Christian church. Read them.
The book of Job, chapter 30 and verse 30. My skin is black.
What did Job say?
My skin is black.
Have you ever heard this in your life, black man? Have you ever heard in your life, in the Bible, someone said, my skin is black? Imagine all the years going to church and you never find out this in the Bible. Imagine all the years you go to church and you hate your black skin and you try to paint a white girl's face on top of your black skin. Imagine you bleaching your skin like Mary J. Blige and Lil' Kim and Megan Good because your whole life you think that being white is close to God when God is a black man.
That's right.
When Jesus is a black man. Imagine you perming your hair and burning your edges up so that they never grow back for the rest of your life because you think that that white girl hair is the hair God has when God got an afro. That's the fault of the Christian church. Your edges stopped growing because the Christian church did not teach you that Job said, my skin is black. Read them.
Upon me and my bones are burned with heat.
This is black man talk, man.
Trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain,
And a lot of sorrow, got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues, call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good record. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain, something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword.